What's up everyone and welcome to All That Testing Shit. Today I'm trying out the new Blackstar Amped 3 pedal amplifier. As more and more guitar players out there care more and more about cost of traveling and just ease of use for going on tour and playing live, people have gone from big amplifiers, big like rack rigs, to smaller and smaller gear. With the advancement of the guitar industry, things like this, smaller stuff starts to sound really good nowadays. It's becoming a little bit harder to justify, bringing a full-blown rig to a show when stuff like this in a size package like this sounds like they do today. Before, I've tried a couple of Asian, pedal amplifiers like this, also like the Blue Guitar. Blue Guitar made an excellent little amp like this. What is it called? Iridium, something like that. Anyways, now Blackstar has their own version of this called the Amped 3. I don't know, was there an Amped 1 and 2? I don't remember, but I think the 3 stands for the 3 different channels. It's a preamp, a power amp in one. Okay, so this is a full-blown amplifier that powers this cabinet right here. No need for an extra power amp or anything like that. It sports 3 different channels, clean, crunch, and overdrive, with a couple of different modes on all 3 channels, so you can switch it up a little bit. You have a boost right there, you have reverb, also you have a couple of different power amp choices right here. Like you can switch between 3 different power amp tube simulations, okay, because there's no tube in this. It's just simulating tube sound. So 606, EL34, EL84. And there's also a switch for stepping down the amount of power in this thing. So you have 100 watt right now, and then you have 20 and 1 watt as well. And just like with any new piece of gear, you can connect it through USB to a computer, and you can probably, do a little bit of changing in the unit as well. But also you can load in your own impulse responses, so you can connect straight into a mixing desk using the XLR outs right here with impulse response. It has an effects loop at the back as well, and it also has a pedal power thing. So if you have external pedals that need power, you can connect that power to the Amped 3, and the Amped 3 will power those external pedals that you have in the loop or before or whatever. So pretty cool. The Amped 3 is connected straight into this Hsu cabinet. This is SE Audio Voodoo 2 microphone right here. And this is the clean channel. Let's put on some reverb for this. Oh shit. So clean. All right, crunch. Let's shut off the reverb. Oh, we're in like a super crunch mode right now. What's the regular crunch? Okay, let's reverb. I'm so bad with crunch, man. But I guess you can boost it. That's pretty cool, actually. Okay, let's go to super crunch. Okay, so on the crunch, you can actually get yourself a pretty chuggy type of metal tone. All right, so you have a boost knob right here. I guess it's the amount of gain or amount of boost. Pre and post as well, so. All right, so post basically gives you a level boost after the preamp, and if you set it to pre, it's boosting in front of the preamp. Saturating the tone a little bit. crunchy, man, must say. But let's head over to the overdrive. Shut off the boost. Okay, now I think it's a good time to try out the EQ. So and as you can see, there's two different OD modes, OD1 and OD2. And then you have the infamous ISF knob right here. So going from American to British. Still not sure which side is which. Does this sound necessarily British to you? Or necessarily American? I don't know. All right. Let's try OD2. It sounds insanely rich if you pull off like a big chord. It sounds cool, man. You can hear all the notes. All right, let's change the response of the Poweramp. So we are at 606 right now. EL34. EL84. I think I like EL34 the most. It has a little bit more low mids. Dude, that's actually sort of sick. All right, let's boost this fucker right here. Oh, did I say the F word? Oh. Chuggy, man. Something I've noticed now is that when I change the different presets and go back and forth and engage and disengage the boost, for instance, that the boost is not set to whatever you're looking at. It's probably saved as a preset a little bit. So when you go back, you have to sort of, dial in the tone again. See, because now... Yeah. So you can see when I change to crunch, it's at EL34, and when I go back to overdrive, it switches back to 606. But I had it to EL34 before. It's set to a sort of like it's probably saved as presets, and this is probably something you save through the USB. That goes with the EQ as well, because it's not how I EQ'd it before. Okay, dark reverb or light reverb? Okay, switching down from 100 to 20. Okay. Let me try and crank this. I want to see how loud it is, okay? That's loud. That was actually loud. Let me see if I can try. I'm gonna do a little special Ola right here. I'm gonna pull out the microphone, connect the XLR at the back, and try the impulse responses a little bit. The three ones that you can switch between at the back. Okay, so. I have no idea what does this sound like, but I hope it's recording. Okay, 2. Three. So there you go. That's the Blackstar Amped 3 for you right there. I think it sounds pretty good for what it is. My question is, will it hold up in a rehearsal space together with a drummer and bass player? Will it be loud enough for this? And will it be responsive enough in like the bass and all that? Because obviously when you crank the master with a tube amplifier, it's really good. Like there's a lot of headroom. Power amps like this, the bass side usually gets crushed a little bit. So it was insanely loud when I cranked it. So it is loud, I know this. I'm just wondering how will it fare together with a drummer and bass player in a rehearsal room. Playing live, which I guess it's meant for, where you go and hook it up to a cabinet like this and mic it up or go direct or whatever. I think it's pretty smart, actually. Sound-wise, in regards to the distortion, I think it sounds good. It's a little bit Blackstar-y, and with that I mean that it is maybe a little bit standard sounding, but it's absolutely good sounding, But the distortion is very standard in that sense. But you can still make it chug and it sounds good and distorted. I'm happy. So there you go. If you like this demo, maybe consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.